Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BA'ashem YAHAWASHI, BA'ashem RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the mighty Akim, Wakwathium, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawa Club coming at you with another lesson, and today's lesson is going to be entitled, Things Are Not Looking Good for Babylon. All right. So now I came across this video. All right. And I thought it was a pretty funny thing because the thing about me is I'm always surprised. I'm always like shocked. Like I raise an eyebrow, I guess, if you want to call it that, whenever I hear non-people truth say things that are like accurate in terms of the state of the world. All right. So being able to hear this, I guess, 60 years ago, I think it's pretty funny. All right. So we're going to get into this video as well as the comments.
Would be regarded more as statistics.
People would be regarded more statistics. People would be regarded more as statistics rather than actual people. Slakia, I think he's retarded or something. Anyway.
And as actual people.
I don't think it's going to be so nice. I think sort of all machines everywhere. Everyone doing everything for you. I think it's going to be very boring. And everything will be the same. I mean, people will be the same. Things will be the same.
People wouldn't be able to live in ordinary houses because that would take up too much room. It'd have to be in flats, piled on top of one another. Everything would be cramped up.
I'm not looking forward to living in that year where all seems to be in such a terrible state now, let alone in 50 years' time.
People will be regarded more as...
So, basically, I guess we can quickly go through a bit of the points. So, the first point that was made is people are being regarded as statistics. That is pretty true. The whole regarding people as people and whatnot, it has really and honestly like gone out the window. And I mean, I'm not really saying that as like to like sympathize or anything like that. That's just the reality of things, okay? And the thing is, let's finish the points. So, yeah, there is that. This girl says there's going to be a lot of machines. So, yeah, that's actually a very interesting point that was brought up. Even way back then, they were aware that, machines aren't necessarily a good thing, and how, not necessarily AI. I'm pretty sure they didn't know about AI back then, but just in general, how time and I guess how people are so enclosed and focused on their machines. Okay, I guess like video games or just people being on their phones and whatnot. And TV, definitely TV is actually one of the bigger ones. But anyway, yeah, stuff like that. Those are stuff that take basically control of people. And on top of that, in order for people to be able to stay on their devices longer, they have machines that are able to order them groceries, order them food. Okay, well, more. I'm not even groceries. Lucky, I order groceries sometimes. Okay, when I can't go out, or in the very rarest cases where I am lazy and I do not want to go out, I do order food. But overall, I do go and what's the word? I do go out and get grocery shop by myself. But the main point is the fact that how people or the masses, they don't even grocery shop anymore. Even if it's ordering, they order out. They go and order, Chinese, fucking McDonald's or some, like, whatever they do. They take out. They order takeout instead of cooking, which I'm pretty sure a majority of that is attributed to the fact that a lot of people, a lot of this generation, do not know how to cook. Okay, because they never learn. Obviously, like, again, it just falls into the machine thing where they're relying on others to have stuff done for them. Okay, which honestly just shows the incompetency of this generation as a whole. All right, and then also the fact that machines are slowly taking jobs. Like me personally, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I can admit this wholeheartely. When I go to the grocery store, and I guess grocery store is an amazing example because it covers a good amount of things. But when I go to the grocery store, I never go to the cashier anymore. I always go to self-checkout. I just like don't want to deal with other people, which I guess that's kind of a bit of perpetuating it, while also at the same time the fact that generation or the current society people just do not like interacting with one another. But hey, that's just me. I think I'm a bit by extension the rest of Israel are a bit more justified in not wanting to interact with other people, because we know that these people are devils and they give problems. But at the same time, for those that because for me, at the grocery stores I go to, you can't pay with cash at a self checkout for the most part, most times. So you have to use card, and for those that primarily stick to cash, that is probably an inconvenience. But that's just an example of machines doing everything for us instead of us doing it ourselves. Okay, I don't know what she's saying.
And everything will be the same. I mean, people will be the same.
People will be the same for the most part. I don't really fully know. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know exactly what that means. Maybe it's in terms of I'm just not gonna
Things will be the same.
People wouldn't be able to live in ordinary houses because that would take up too much room. They'd have to be in flats, piled on top of one another.
Okay, now honestly, that this definitely hits a bit close to home. I believe I don't fully understand or fully know the exact meaning of ordinary houses. My interpretation is that she means like maybe some smaller apartment buildings or something like that, or maybe some small I don't know the specifics, but I guess like how they try to section out a house and then rent it out as and put it off as an apartment. So I think that type of stuff is probably what she meant. And then of course the whole crowded thing, the quote unquote, I say quote unquote because it's not really the case, but quote unquote overpopulation. All right, the world is crowded and whatnot. There's so many people around. Okay,
Everything would be cramped up.
I'm not looking forward to living in that year. The world seems to be in such a terrible state now, let alone in 50 years' time.
Okay, and then last point is in 1966 they were saying that the world was in a terrible state, and then look at how far it came now. It's gotten worse. Okay, actually, hold on, let me see something. never mind then. But yet, like, look at how they're saying things are now. All right. And now to get into the comment section, there was a lot of people just making jokes. There are some people kind of dick riding and being simple as fuck. Let's actually see. They never got to listen to Whole Lotta Red. I don't know what that is, but I think it's a song. Maybe, probably, I don't know. But the thing is, like, obviously he's making a joke and saying, oh, it's actually better than you thought. It's better than you thought because, you know, we got Whole Lotta Red. We got this, all right? And lo and behold, see how, you know, people make a joke of stuff. Let me get this, actually. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Okay, so, like, that was a very simple-minded thing to say. Okay, like, oh, all I need is this nice-ass music, and I'm good. Like, is that not a simple statement to make? Is that not stupid? That's a foolish thing to hate the knowledge and the facts that they were spitting, because they were widely right for the most part. All right. Okay, who cares about that? They are very well spoken. Again, sure, maybe no, they're not actually, because I don't know, this kid was fucking stupid, couldn't speak properly, didn't form a proper sentence, which I think that's oh my god, I think this shit is hilarious. That Slocky, whatever. Let's just get back to the point. Again, I love the way they talk. Again, more so focus on, like, they divert from the actual information that was being spoken rather than, and focus on, oh, I like this. Oh, she has nice hair. Oh, she speaks nice. She speaks, like, no. Like, this is just dumb. These are kids that are talking to adults that they don't know, that they're not familiar with or whatever, and being interviewed. So obviously that's how a kid's going to talk. I'm pretty sure if you got kids even today to talk to, well, maybe not, I don't even know. I'm not even going to pretend like I know. All right. So yeah. But the main thing is that they are diverting from the actual information instead of focusing on the actual information. Okay. Everyone will be regarded as statistics rather than people. Again, this person just fixed up the way he's talk. They do not, well, whatever, Slakia, let me just calm down. Anyway, that shit hit me hard. Wise words from a clever little boy, and right he is. These people were, okay, no, they weren't technically, but their voice is so soft, blah, blah. They don't know about the greatest invention ever, memes. So again, just a simple-minded statement on something that's actually serious. And someone else says, yeah, let me drop an Xbox 360 in their hands. They go crazy. Okay, everything will be boring. At least we have colors. Okay, again, it's just ridiculing, jokes, and nothing real serious. Now let's get into the other side of things. These comments are smooth brain. These kids made really accurate and intuitive predictions. They predicted that shit good. These are the boomers that fucked. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, basically the point of this video, okay, is I want to go into how Babylon is basically fucked, okay? And the reason why I say that is because with these children that are smart enough in the video, then I'm not saying that they're smart or gifted or anything like that, but I'm saying that they are smart enough to be able to know and tell that, okay, you know what, we don't have much to look forward to in the future. Things don't seem to be going in the right direction. Okay, and the sad part is not sad part. That's we rejoice in this. Okay, so 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So yeah, it's kind of like, I think it's a beautiful metaphor because like a woman that is pregnant with a child, okay, she has the baby bump, yes, but at the same time, like she doesn't know exactly, okay, you know what, on May 13th 2022 or whatever, my baby's gonna come out or something like that. Like a pregnant woman can't tell the exact day. It's just going to be whenever the baby's ready, and then she has to be ready to deal with that. Okay, and the reality of it is, the parallel to that is the fact that, Babylon, as of right now, it is with a child. It does have a baby bump that is actively, are able to see the baby bump metaphorically. Okay, as we see the MOTB, we see the war with Ukraine, Russia, tensions rising with Russia, China, and all this stuff. North Korea, just the world news and everything that's going on right now. Okay, we see all this happening. And that represents the baby bump. Okay, now there's also going to be not the catalyst, but the actual delivery time in terms of, okay, well, now the baby's ready to come out. It's been enough time. It's had its time in the womb, but now it's time. It's time for it to get out and to make its way to the world and be active. Okay, and that's where the current things that's about to pop off comes into play. Okay, because yes, we see Babylon is in Babylon. Okay, well, Slakia, also that's another thing. Babylonians, they like to ignore their problems until it becomes they like to ignore their problems, pretend like it doesn't exist until it's up and in their face, and then they actually have to deal with it. All right, so something could be festering and building up, and they will just pretend like, okay, yeah, well, whatever, I'll handle it later or something like that. But then when later comes and it gets too big, then that's when they're gonna care. They're gonna act like a victim and all this stuff like that. Oh my God, I need help. Someone help me. Blah blah. XYZ. All right. And that's where this scripture comes in. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh. So that's what they have to look forward to. Because even with all these comments that they were mocking people. They were mocking people and ignoring the fact that if it was so bad almost 60 years ago, how much more is it getting now? Okay, but they are blind to the fact that things are indeed getting worse. Okay, and it's not going to get better. Shit is going to hit the fan. They're going to be caught unaware because they chose to ignore the problem. They chose to pretend like it wasn't an issue, or that someone else was going to handle it for them. Okay, Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7: the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So exactly right then and there, these are the fool. These people in the comments are the fools that despise wisdom and instruction. So like, in the same way that people would be telling them, okay, yeah, here's how to the fact that they are spitting actual like facts in terms in Babylonian standard, or I guess not even just Babylonian standard, but just in general. I don't want to say spiritually, but in general, they don't want to heed to that wisdom, and they just want to continue in their ways. All right. Proverbs 10 verse 23. And it is as sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding hath wisdom. So it was sport for them. Like, this is sport. This is the sport of clowning on people, or just like random things. Like, look at these people, like trying to make fun of all this stuff. Okay, like, people are going to say, oh, who can get the most amount of likes for clowning on these people. Okay, this is how Babylon is. All right. There are some comments that do take them seriously, but overall, if it's not a clown, it's an example of this, diverting the attention from the actual topic, the actual issue, and it's still not ideal to have. Okay, Proverbs 10 verse 14. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. So this is what these people have for waiting for them. Okay, just as we read 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3, when they shall say peace and safety, then some destruction cometh. Okay, and the people that are actually going to be destroyed are these foolish people. Okay, these foolish masses. All right, death and destruction is coming for them. Okay, and as they did not heed to the warnings in YAHAWASHI, but also the warnings of their own people. All right, now 2 Ezra chapter 14 verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Okay, so right in this verse, okay, it says that the world shall be weaker through age. So as time goes on, the masses, or Babylon specifically, I guess, or just in general, the earth, all right, the people in the earth, or the inhabitants of the earth, are going to get weaker. They're going to get, they're going to grow evil, all right, and what we see that in how the world is, because very clearly we see people are more prone today to ridicule and clown stuff rather than take things seriously and learn and heed some actual advice, knowledge, wisdom. Okay, people, as a matter of fact, people of today, Babylonians today, they hate older people. Like they being called old is an insult now. Okay, like saying that someone is 30, 40 or whatever, that's an insult. Like it's crazy how much evil, how much wickedness is in Babylon. Like the scriptures were right. All right. Verse 18, for the time is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand. For now hasten the vision to come, which thou hast seen. Okay, so we want the prophecies to come quickly so that we may be delivered out of this wicked captivity. Okay, next, finally, 2 Ezra chapter 16. 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be good. 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils on earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So, hey, what has that not been the case? what about the sword? The sword, which is the modern day sword, is the gun. Okay, that has definitely been growing. Because I remember I did a video, okay, where they have robot AI dogs and stuff like that. Okay, and I also showed that they had jetpacks. Okay, like they are growing in weaponry, growing in everything. Okay, famine is definitely going to be a problem. I heard many things. I heard, like, I forgot the date, but I heard that they're definitely running out of food, and how I don't know if I can say this, but the cow owners, so-called cow owners, they had to burn up their cotton fields, metaphoric cotton fields. If you understand the what I'm trying to say, all right. And great confusion, of course, yes. The great confusion, just being straight up people being under the delusion that Babylon is going to thrive forever. Everything's going to be all right. And, Esau is on top of everything, and he has our best interest at heart, when that's far from the truth. Verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. Okay, right then and there. So the first thing you have to worry about is the famine. Okay, and if you don't die from the famine, then if you're able to live that, then you have the sword, or the modern day sword, which is the gun, to worry about, which is going to, murk you. You're going to get gunned down. All right. And, this is a sad reality of it. And, but of course, as I went into multiple verses, the fools, they hate wisdom, they hate knowledge, they hate instruction. Okay. They devise to do mischief. Okay. They devise that, oh yeah, someone's telling me something. Oh, the prophets are out there prophesying. Let me go clown on them. Let me go do this. Let me go disrupt this stuff. Okay. Like, hey, that's the Lord that put that on you. The Lord put your lot to be foolish and to be destroyed. Okay, because the Lord is not dealing with you. All right, and that's what the Lord made you to be, just to be destroyed. If that's you. All right, but for those of you that are able to hear this word, I pray that this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, KWUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIUVGYJGKKVUKEFHIU Babal and Shalom.